Minnesota, the setting for our broadcast tonight. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Berg and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for Chris Paul.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on defense.
And the pregame routine's coming to an end. We're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Mikal Bridges is a big part of the Suns' growth into a powerhouse. Coach Monty Williams said of his two-way swing man, I believe he has every intangible, talent and quality to be a glue guy in that starting lineup. Mikal has an edge to him. Guys respect the heck out of him because he competes every day. Kevin, I compete every time you throw it down to me.
You do. And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on this broadcast with you each and every game. And certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A., thanks. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward spot. And for Minnesota, they've got Edwards. Towns is out there with the monster. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Russell in at the shooting guard. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean,
Minnesota Paul Anthony Towns. That's his first personal foul.
And it happens in small
First team foul.
well. It's just a harsh reality.
Shooting for Phoenix. Chris
And you think about
Paul.
the legacy
2 shots.
of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter, what pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
Now here's Booker. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Ayton kicks to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Here's Russell. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. For 3. A shot that time, not on target. The Suns go the other way with it, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
That one falls.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
Booker outside. Here's Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Russell. Outside, Towns. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Ayton. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Ayton. Count it, good.
When you think about DeAndre Ayton, it's his size that comes to mind, and he understands how to utilize that to score.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The pass to Russell. And here's Towns. He's covered by Ayton. it over. Back to Towns. Three-pointer. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This is what your offense is designed to do. Get Karl Anthony Towns something in rhythm.
Booker against Russell. Ayton trying to break free. A nice shot by Booker.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Everly with the ball. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. Here's the monster. Bridges with the board. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Man, they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
And here's Russell. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
So a point guard who can flush it with authority. D'Angelo Russell takes advantage.
Bridges outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Buries it down low.
DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton's got 6 points.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen
Timeout
comes.
called
So
for
the Timberwolves
Minnesota.
call their first timeout.
DeAndre Ayton, the first pick of the 2018 draft. He was obviously the consensus #1 at the time. So hard to pass with a center like him. He's got size, athleticism, and an elite vertical threat at the cup.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Vanderbilt's checked in for Towns. Torian Prince comes in for the Monster. Okogie's checked in for Edwards. And it's Malik Beasley in for Patrick Beverly. And for the Suns, Cameron Johnson's checked in for Crowder. And Hawkins subbed in for Bridges. A nice shot by Booker.
That was a loaded 2018 draft class. Not just Ayton, but Doncic and Trae Young as well.
Yeah, there were some question marks early in his career about whether that was the right selection. But boy, Ayton has been a tremendous fit for them. This guy's upside is still so high.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points. And the chance for another one to strike.
But that's a specialty. Flying to the basket with no fear and conversion.
Noel, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Here's Noel. And play stops. Whistle what looks to be an illegal score.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy,
2
the
minutes
official
remaining in the
all
first.
over it.
2 minutes.
As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
It's the Timberwolves now. The Suns getting the bucket. Kicks it out to Prince. A free ball. It's hauled in by the Suns. Feeds it to Booker. Johnson outside. Booker in the corner. Pass to Ayton. Over Prince. And it's Ayton missing. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in.
Now into the lineup for
Timberwolves trail by 8.
Jaden McDaniel.
Beasley outside. To the middle. Vanderbilt. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Hawkins,
Count it.
They should
assisted by
continue to get the ball
Chris
inside. The defense
Paul.
struggling to contain them.
Beasley outside.
Phoenix foul.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far
Second
for
team
Phoenix.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
He's checked in for Josh Okogie. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Hawkins. Landry Shamit's checked in for Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul.
Frank Kaminsky,
Three
the third.
consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Passes it to Noel. Down low. Wants to get it to Beasley and does. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
They say it was last touched by McGee. He's checked in for the
Substitution for the
Suns.
Suns. Number 12.
Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels passes to Vanderbilt. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Here is McGee. For that win against the Rockets, he's another guy who really showed up to play. And it's in there.
Cameron
And
Payne.
now a 10-point Suns lead.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
That's what I've been waiting on. I play basketball night in and night out. Keep my head down, staying locked in and seeing tunnel vision, trying to play the right way through it all. I want to keep winning basketball games, and we have the culture and the foundation around here to make it happen.
They really do. Great to see his patience rewarded.
And so often, young players on losing teams can go astray. Credit Booker for staying solid through the adversity.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Kaminsky out there with B. Then it's Payne. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's McGee in at the 5. Here's McDaniels after the Suns pick up 2. That one goes in.
And that assist got a nod from his teammate.
Suns lead by 7. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Cameron Payne.
Shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss
Timberwolves all
there.
timeout.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to put your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. The monster comes in for Malik Beasley. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And it's Patrick Beverly in for B. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. McGee up top. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The assist.
And the Suns lead by
Cameron
9.
Payne.
All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player in the NBA?
Oh, it's The beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt.
Cameron
He'll make us
Payne.
proud.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting to his home one.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. B.A., thank you. Oh, here is Edwards. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers. That's it. He's got 2 made now. He's shooting 2 for 3.
You see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Taurean Prince comes in for the Monster. And it's Russell in for McDaniels. And that one's good.
DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the big man is capable of overpowering defenders. DeAndre Ayton against the contest. So good.
Timberwolves trail by 7. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards are part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Ball against Beverly from 10 feet out, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
There is a relentlessness to what Chris Paul does. This guy works at his own pace, wears you out searching for his shot.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. Booker in the post. Russell's there. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Beverly the pass to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
But every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Suns leading by 5. Paul surveying the floor. Here's Booker. From down in the low post. It goes. Booker's got 8.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Russell passes to Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. And D'Angelo Russell, good for 3.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's the pass to Ayton. Shoots over Towns. And that one's good.
DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Outside Edwards. Back to Beverly. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. Booker outside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And the Timberwolves call time.
Called for Minnesota.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Okogie's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in for Patrick Beverly. Phoenix also making some changes. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Hawkins subbed in for Bridges. Shots good by Noel. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. He takes what's available to him. And I believe he could be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
And it goes down 2 points. He's got 12.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Russell passes to Towns. And he banks in the lane.
Boy, the well-rounded offensive arsenal allows Cat to deliver consistently on the offensive end. And boy, he is in rhythm right now.
Now here's Paul. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Now the dish to Ayton. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instinct to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. The Monsters checked in for Towns. And it's Beasley in for Edwards. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Deep 2 from Russell. Misses the jumper.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Now Ayton got a piece of it. Beasley with the steal. No good on that one. And so that's the end of the first half. Suns lead by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy monies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns' first half.
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline on the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shots, it's about getting the good shot. If you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
And Kenny, how about you? What'd you see from the Timberwolves?
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Russell is out there, Patrick Beverly. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And there's the monster. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. It's Crowder on the wing. A baseline Jay. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Here's the monster. Pass to Russell. Pass to Beverly. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. The feed to Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Booker, right side. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Ball passes to Crowder. Booker outside. 5 to shoot. And he's good on the 3 ball. Booker's got 13.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
Inside, the monster. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Edwards with it. He's against Crowder. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Paul dishes to Booker. Ayton at the elbow. And Paul gets it to go in. 11 points in the game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bounce pass, Russell. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, this guy is such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
And the Suns ball time. And Russell will play known for his offense, but Greg, he's putting work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
Daniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. B comes in for Patrick Beverly. So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Phoenix. Kaminsky inside, defended by Towns. Payne kicks to Booker. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 11. To the paint, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Russell. The kick out to Crowder, and stolen by Russell. Here's B. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 9. Booker with it. Now guarded by Towns. Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Now here's Bridges. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Kaminsky. Over Russell. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Banked in off the glass.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Suns have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Here's Booker, and he converts the layup. Booker's got 17.
Well, you take control of what you can take advantage of, and that means playing through contact.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection is top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Prince is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Okogie comes in for Edwards. And it's Malik Beasley in for Russell. Phoenix also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Hawkins comes in for Bridges. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Devin Booker. Here's B. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Out to the right wing. He trains the quick shot.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Suns leading by 9. Now here's Payne. He's got 8. Hawkins. Shot up 2 there. He's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third.
2 minutes.
Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, Josh Okogie, because of his ability to elevate a threat from the interior. That's a nice finish.
Payne in the post. He's up against Beasley. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. To the inside. McDaniels makes it off the glass. McDaniels got 4 points this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Hawkins. The pass to Crowder. Kicks it out to Johnson. And too much time in the way. They get called for the 3-second violation. Minnesota making some changes. The Monsters checked in for Taurean Prince. Vanderbilt comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for B. Phoenix also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Crowder. B comes in for Hawkins. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Cameron Payne. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead. And for a big man, he's as versatile as they come. I mean, he shoots it, he handles it. He's also a terrific passer. You name it.
And Ayton throws it down.
Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Noel passes to Beasley and taken away by Paul. Back to Shamet. He kicks it to Paul. Here's B. And they pick up 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The monster passes to Noel. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And it's Paul penetrating. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the whistle. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. Patrick Beverly.
Edwards with it. And he comes up with the deuce. Edwards got 6.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Suns leading by 8. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Newton is at the center with Johnson next to him. Andrew Shamet is out there with Chris Paul. And it's B in at the 3, the small forward. Paul with the 3. Here's Ayton. Yep, it counts.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
At the line for the Suns,
look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. Now here's Towns. Beasley finds Beverly. Outside Edwards. Ball against Beasley. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Minnesota.
Each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Ball against Beverly. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Poke loose. Outside Edwards. Beasley outside. Pocket 6. Inside. And that one's good. Towns. 23 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
This is what you get when you combine size and touch. Karl Anthony Towns in the paint, that's good.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. Paul outside. Edwards with it. Out guarded by Booker. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And that one is good by Beasley.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ayton, the pass to Beasley. Looking for Ayton, he gets it in there. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Russell is checked in for Minnesota. Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. Bridges comes in for Bede. Beverly the pass to the basket. Outside, Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, the tenacity of Patrick Beverly to play through the contact. Now he must complete the play with a free throw.
At the line for Minnesota, Patrick.
That's good from Beverly. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Paul against Beverly. Puts it up from 7. And to get open is Crowder. And the Suns take on 2 more.
Boy, this is an art Chris Paul mastered a long time ago. Scoring in the paint against the tightest defense.
Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And it's Russell missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Towns finds Beverly. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Timberwolves trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And wait to finish.
Have a look at the basket, guys. Still shaking. Paul kicks to Booker. Pass to Crowder. Now Ayton. He slams it down.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
Minnesota calls timeout. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way
in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. We need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. We'll see if they can keep that trust going.
Thanks, David. Here's Paul after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Good on the shot. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 to the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And stolen by Booker. His first shot coming late. And there's Bridges on the assist from Crowder.
Assist goes
and the Suns lead by 14.
Crowder.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Here's Booker after the basket by Minnesota. That one drops.
Well, Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his first
Boy, when he's
foul.
this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller
At
defender.
the line for Minnesota, number 00, one shot.
.136 left to play here in the fourth. Booker looking around. To the middle. Good. Booker's got 26 points.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Timeout called. The Suns, they lead by 10. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ayton dishes to Booker. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Paul into the lane. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Suns.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chris Paul.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And he trims the lead to single digits.
Well, he knew what he wanted to do there. Uses that height to get a clean look over the smaller defender.
Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Edwards, that's good.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for the Suns.
11 seconds left in the game. And here is Peyton. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, it seemed like you really wanted to set the tone tonight, and you really wanted this game to go through you. What was the focus?
Just trying to be aggressive. You know, my teammates going to follow me not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. So hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
Well, you built on it, and you got the job done when you had to. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.